Napoli Ashland seniors. We have 4 of them. First is number 11, Megan Giovanni. She's been playing varsity basketball for 3 years. She's the senior captain. She'll be attending James Madison University in Virginia in the fall. She's here with her parents, Ben and Christine. Next, we have number 23, Olivia Hess. She's the senior captain and also president of the Takeaway Club at Ashland High School. She loves her team and especially her seniors. Here's her with her dad, Jim, her mom, Christine, and her sister, Paige. Next, we have number 4, Jessica Grosser. Jessica is the senior captain and also plays varsity soccer. She is a member of the National Honor Society. She loves her teammates and will miss them when she goes to college next year. Here she's with her mom, Janet, dad, John, and stepmom, Andrea. And finally, we have number 10, Kira Flint. She's a senior captain. She's also a female all-star of varsity soccer, as well as a captain for varsity soccer. She's a member of the National Honor Society. She's thankful for unforgettable teammates, and especially happy that she gets to play with her sophomore sister, Eric. She's here with her dad, Tim, mom, Jane, and sister, Eric.
Hello and welcome to Ashland High School Girls Varsity Basketball. I'm Todd Carter here with
Allison Rose.
And we will be bringing you tonight's action. The girls game against Dover-Sherborn taking place on February 16th, 2018. And we have some great news coming from Allison.
Yeah, the girls varsity coach, Dave Lind, was the Tri-Valley Coach of the Year, and players Kayla Madden and Ryan Lima were selected as the Tri-Valley All-Stars. Kira Flynn and Carly Suro earned honorable mentions. So, great job to them.
Yeah, and Ashland, of course, making the playoffs, the Ashland girls team. What you saw was Dover-Sherborn just won the tip. And Ashland started out with some great defense, and we'll see some more here from Kayla Madden with the block against number 2, Lizzie Jenkins of the Raiders.
We should also mention this is being recorded after the fact. So their Ashland team is in the middle of February school vacation right now, and they are just waiting to hear what the playoff schedule is going to be like.
Yeah, so exciting news all around here as we prepare for the Lizzie Jenkins inbound. She inbounds it to 23, Allie Schulman. And Ashland, hard defense so far. A defensive matchup so far overall. 45 seconds into this one technically. A lot of balls out of bounds. As we prepare for another Lizzie Jenkins inbounds to Haley Gladstone, who misses the shot.
Thrown back out of bounds.
So again, defensive matchup so far. The shot outside, no good. Brushed the net, so it looked like it went in.
Have we even made it to the other side of the court yet?
Ashland has had one possession on the other side of the court, and they were unable to convert it into points. Dover-Sherborn has had a lot of opportunities under the net, and they'll net their first score. I believe that was Allie Schulman. Kira Flynn drives in for a 2 of her own. I think the refs are going to say no shot. She was fouled before she took it. So an Ashland inbound, and from deep, Kayla Madden for 3. That'll be good. So Ashland up with an early lead after a minute where neither team could score.
Very intense first minute. Hopefully that kind of sets the tone for the whole game.
Jessica Grosher had an open lane. Ball taken away. It'll be an Ashland inbound. I believe that was off of a jump ball. And it was. Kayla Madden underneath the net. Passes it back out to Flynn. Flynn will net 2. Ashland 5. Dover-Sherborn 2. And a little fast break of their own for Dover-Sherborn. And I'm sorry, a little correction to what I said earlier. It was not Allie Schulman who scored the first 2 points for Dover-Sherborn. It was number 12, Olivia Collins, who is now going to the line after being fouled underneath the net. Her first shot will be good.
She is a sophomore. Dover-Sherborn looks like it has a relatively young team. Few seniors, but a couple freshmen, but a lot of sophomores.
And we don't actually have footage of it, but before you saw the senior night for Ashland. Of course, your Ashland seniors are Kira Flynn, Megan Galvani, Jessica Grosher, and Olivia Hess. But even before that, we didn't quite grab the footage of it, but they did a little ceremony for the Dover-Sherborn girls that were seniors as well, and those were Lizzie Jenkins, Caitlin Murphy, and Allie Schulman. The shot, no good from Grosher. Not happy about that one, obviously. But this game, quickly, as we were talking about all the senior night stuff, it's all tied up, and Dover-Sherborn jumps into a lead. As we see Kayla Madden bringing it down court. Out to Kira Flynn, who passed it to Grosher. Back to Flynn. Underneath, Galvani blocked.
And it is tied up once again.
Yeah.
Oh. Nope.
They messed up on the scoreboard. Looking at the scoreboard a little too closely. But, yeah, so down low, Megan Galvani gets it done after being blocked on her first attempt. And some subs here from Dover-Sherborn as we prepare for the Ashland inbound. I believe it's Olivia Hess inbounding it to Kayla Madden. Back to Olivia Hess. Out to Kira Flynn. Outside, Galvani. The 3, no good. And Dover-Sherborn will take over. Score tied at 7. Dover-Sherborn setting up their offense. Pass wide. Shot no good from number 21, Sofia Federico. That's a fun one.
Yep.
I think I announced this name last time, and I always said Federico. So I will continue doing that this year. And it looks like Megan Galvani will get fouled down low for Ashland. So we'll have her first foul shots of the night. She'll net 1. prepare for the second one, which will be good.
Brings the score up. Ashland 9, Dover-Sherborn 7.
So that was good from Megan Galvani as well. 2 for 2 from the free throw line. That will be helpful during the playoffs especially. Ball goes out of bounds. I believe it's still Dover-Sherborn.
Maybe.
Or they're going to say it was a shot. It was a shot and a foul. So we will have Dover-Sherborn to the line. I believe that's Riona Crowley.
No, it's Allie Schulman.
Allie Schulman. I'm messing up Dover-Sherborn
Yeah.
names left and right today.
I think it's the blue on white that makes it so it's harder
Yeah,
to
it's-
read.
It's messing me up. Of course, Dover-Sherborn's uniform's the exact opposite of the Ashland ones. Madden from deep. Don't need to settle for that. You don't want to use that shot. You want to settle for that shot if you have to. And Dover-Sherborn gets the rebound, but Jessica Grosher takes it away.
And it goes out of bounds.
But Olivia Hess unable to control the wild pass from Grosher. Another inbound here. Ashland, stellar defense so far. In the first 4 minutes of action, they kept Dover-Sherborn to, I was going to say 7, but now 9 after that score. And Ashland trying to respond. Deep 3 from Suro, no good. Underneath, shot is good from number 13 of Ashland, Ryan Lima. And we're going to get a foul here from Dover-Sherborn, number 24, Colleen Doyle. That's her first foul. And Ashland will inbound it. Suro inbounds it to Madden. Back out to Suro. To Flynn. Flynn outside to Madden. Madden driving. Pass way outside. That's Galvani for 2. Ashland 13, Dover-Sherborn 9. And Dover-Sherborn will take a timeout.
So I just pulled this up. Figured it might be a little bit interesting. As of Friday night, when this game was happening, Ashland had won 15 games and lost 4. And Dover-Sherborn had won 3 and lost 16.
So not quite as well as I thought they were doing.
No.
I thought that they were.
The Dover-Sherborn boys are doing well. They have won 10 and lost 10.
Oh, that's who I was thinking.
Yeah.
Because we saw the boys actually in action against Dover-Sherborn earlier in the year, and that was
Yes.
a hard-fought game from what I remember.
And I believe Dover-Sherborn beat the boys also on Friday night. Boys are currently at 7 wins and 13 losses.
So, some updates for you there.
End
As
of the
we come
season updates.
Yeah, end of the season. So, Ashland 13, Dover-Sherborn 9 as we return to action. And Ashland's going to strip the ball immediately. Kayla Madden down low to Ryan Lima, who scores another 2 points. And I think, don't count me on this, but I believe Ryan Lima is 2 for 2 from the field tonight. Flynn with the shot that was no good. And Dover-Sherborn had the rebound, but again stolen by Ashland. Flynn again unable to put it up for points. And I don't know if it looks like it's just out of bounds. No foul called. But it'll be Ashland ball. Suro with the inbound to Madden. Madden outside. Driving to Suro to Galvani. Back to Suro. Out to Lima. Back to Madden. And Suro will drive. Shot's no good, but it looks like there was a foul on number 21, Sofia Federico. That's her second foul already, though. So she's got to be careful. Pass outside. Lima had it. She lost it to number 11, Kate Mastrobuono.
Dover-Sherborn has some fun last names.
Yeah, this could get difficult tonight, folks.
We apologize in advance.
Shot is up, no good though. Ashland did a good job of getting some offensive rebounding and has been doing a pretty good job so far of passing, especially around the key, as Flynn nets 2 points for herself. Ashland up 15 to Dover-Sherborn's 9.
Less than a minute left
Madden,
in this quarter.
yeah, Madden takes it up. She has a 3. I guess Lima wanted a 3 of her own. Doesn't get it. Back to Flynn. And Ashland with a lot of steals early on here. Only 30 seconds left in the first quarter of play.
No, it's back out of bounds.
One of the rare times you can see they actually left the nets on the other side down. Just little things you notice as you see the camera moving slightly to the right there. Good job there
Ashland for
getting
another
in.
2.
I believe that was Kira Flynn, number 10 of Ashland. And ball is stolen. Flynn comes away with it. Pass outside to Grocer. Back up to the top of the key to Madden. Grocer, Suro. I'm just gonna start calling names, I think.
A lot of passing.
That's usually a good thing, though. That opens up some lanes if people want to try and drive to the hoop. And then, if worst comes to worst, you just settle for a 3. And a fun little report is, this isn't girls high school basketball, but this is the big leagues, the NBA. This is guys though. So in the NBA, they're saying that we're going to see the highest level of three-pointer shooting in the history of the league.
This year?
Yeah, this year. Which means basically everybody is sitting back and trying to take threes. So I don't know who you can blame or say kind of brought that on. But I mean, they have the great names like James Harden, Steph Curry now, and all those guys are just known for sitting back in, half court and taking threes. So you're starting to see that translate a little bit. Madden likes to use that a lot in her game. She won't be at the three-point line every time she takes a three. She'll actually sit back and take it from a little further out, because what ends up happening is nobody's going to challenge you from out there.
Right.
They just assume you're going to miss the shot if you're a little beyond that line.
It's probably a good trick to have in your back pocket.
Yeah, and she tends to use it at least once or twice a game, at the very least. But that definitely comes in handy too if you're trying to get the ball off quickly, because they do have a shot clock. And if that runs out,
Yeah.
no bueno.
Nope. Oh, no.
Steal no good from Kira Flynn, who's struggling a little bit here. with the layups. While over the head of the Dover-Sherborn girl, I believe that was Allie Schulman. Hard to tell from so far away, but Ashland in the lead though, 19-9. A very comfortable 10-point lead, I'd say. As we have a Dover-Sherborn player going to the line. First shot is no good. Second shot upcoming. That one will not fall either. Again, I believe that was Schulman at the line. Shot from outside, no good. And a fight for the ball as it goes out of bounds between Hess and I believe that's 31 Sophie Fallon. It's hard to tell from this.
Yeah, it's hard to tell with their long hair covering half the numbers.
Sophie Fallon, it was her. Up ahead, Madden. The layup is good for two. Ashland jumping out to a 21-9 lead early here in this second quarter. And another breakaway. Flynn, she doesn't miss the layup here. And it looks like Dover-Sherborn is going to have to take a timeout and figure out what's going on here, because they are just getting blown out. Again, Ashland 23, Dover-Sherborn 9. So 14-point lead.
Yeah.
Definitely time to talk to your players and figure out what's going on and try and find a solution.
But there is time for
There's definitely plenty of time.
We are
on this
only
clock.
a little ways into the second quarter, so
Just about a minute, maybe a minute and a half.
there's enough time for a comeback.
There's plenty of time. So, again, we're about 30 seconds into the timeout. Ashland girls, it is official. They are in the playoffs.
Yes.
That was official before this game. You're never going to know until the end what the outcome is. But, I mean, right now they hold a pretty safe lead, so...
Only other team that made it into a tournament or playoff spot was the boys hockey.
Yeah, had a great season so far, and they'll continue it in the playoffs. Come, I think it's Monday, February 23rd is when they're...
26th.
26th, sorry.
23rd, I believe, is a Friday. Actually, I believe it's this Friday.
This Friday. I'm losing...
Should also mention the Ashland Swim and Dive team did very well. Lots of records were broken over the weekend at their state finals. And the Ashland Gymnastics team also has done really well in their tournament. End of this
Flynn
season.
doing well herself, just nailed down another two to put Ashland up 25-9. But yeah, great year of Ashland winter sports.
Yes. Oh, we should also mention 4 alpine skiers made it to the States for ski racing.
Yeah.
Out in Dover-Sherborn with another 2 points, making it 25-11.
So finally, after I think it was 8, don't count me on that, but I think it was 8 unanswered points by Ashland, Dover-Sherborn had that 2 right before Madden dropped back and scored 3 of her own. And now we have Allie Schulman bringing the ball up. She's driving, pass outside just underneath the net. It's going to be good.
I didn't see who she passed
close.
to.
I believe it was Kate Mastrobono. I'm going to struggle with that name. But, again, Ashland up 28-13 over Dover-Sherborn. And it looks like a foul here from Kira Flynn, but some good sportsmanship. She helped it back up, even after that foul.
I'm sure some fouls accidentally happen.
There's plenty of accidentals. You get a
Yeah.
little into the game.
Yeah, but as long as everybody's good sports plays, has good sportsmanship, then that's all that matters.
Obam Agba just checked in for Ashland. I believe she wears the number 12.
Oh, another 2 points for Dover-Sherborn.
So Dover-Sherborn trying to put together a comeback. And Madden, not if she has anything to say about it. She wanted some points. Didn't get it. But Madden's definitely not giving up here. Even though it's the last game of the season, they've clinched their playoff spot. These girls are fighting hard tonight.
Yes, they are.
I think it could affect their seeding.
I was about to say, I think it, depending on how many wins and losses they have, does affect where they fall in playoffs.
Yeah, so I think they're still going hard because they want that. They want the best seeding possible. Looks like we're gonna have a foul here, and Madden is going to inbound it. Nope, it looks like they just called it out of bounds because I believe that's Kira Flynn still listed as the player in the foul on the clock below your bottom right-hand corner. Look down there if you ever need to know what the score is. If we don't say it.
I'll also show you the time.
Exactly.
4 minutes left in the second quarter.
Looks like we may have been on the line. I'm not quite sure
There
what
was
happened
this
there.
weird arm roll thing, the ball.
She might have just dribbled the ball on the line. I'm not quite sure what happened there, but Ashland comes away with the ball, so we're happy. As Kayla Madden goes for that long three. Pass back out. Down to Galvani. Galvani will get a three of her own. Ashland up 30-15. As Caitlin Murphy is driving. Tried to pass it out to Allie Shulman. Ashland seemed to have come away with the ball. Looks like we had a foul on number 15 of the Raiders, Caitlin Murphy. She tried to get the ball back, and Dover-Sherborn took some subs.
Ooh,
during
little
the
too
process.
high.
Yeah, much too high for number 13, Ryan Lima of Ashland. And the ball will go over to Dover-Sherborn. Driving now is Haley Gladstone. And again, this Ashland defense is relentless.
Yes. We are almost 30 minutes in to this game, but we've yet to hit halftime. Lots and lots of fouls or timeouts.
Lima with the drive. Shot's good. Will they give it to her? Or are they calling it offensive? Looks like they're going to give it to her, and she'll get the and one at the line. There we go. They gave it to her. I was waiting for the score to change.
Someone's
And
sleeping
it
at
looks
the
like the foul
scoreboard.
was on Sofia Federico.
Oh, that's her third foul.
Yeah, so she's close. All it takes is 5, and she's out of the game. So, Dover-Sherborn trying to get something started here from the hands of Haley Gladstone and Kate Mastrobuono, who were just passing amongst each other. Looks like I think that was Sofia Federico who came in to help out.
I thought it was Allie Schulman, but I could be wrong.
It's hard to keep up. The long hair is what's getting me.
Yeah.
Because we're seeing a lot of the backs of the jerseys here.
And they're all similar numbers.
Driving now. Dover-Sherborn trying to get something started and just over the head of, I believe, maybe it was Olivia Collins. Maybe it was Colleen Doyle. Maybe, maybe not. I have no clue at this point.
It looks...
That was stolen by Kate Mastrobuono. And it looks like double dribble, maybe? I think it was double dribble on Kate Mastrobuono. And now we have Ashland with possession of the ball yet again, and Caleb Madden is driving. So the first couple of minutes of this game, you would not have known how it would be close to the halftime mark, because Dover-Sherborn was basically camping out underneath the Ashland net.
It took a while for any team to get any point at the beginning of the game.
They struggled to get points, but they were basically camping out underneath Ashland's net, coming close to making some shots. But now you look at the score, and you would have never known that that's how this game started. Coach Dave Lith must have said something to his girls, and they have definitely picked up the pace. As Ashland holds a 32-15 lead, and Ryan Lima unable to capitalize on it and extend that lead.
Minute 30 left.
And the drive underneath Allie Shulman comes away with some points. And Megan Govani just goes back and responds. She has been having a monster of a game. She's 2 for 2 from the foul line. Couple of field goals, couple of three-pointers. Or I think maybe just one, but it was a pretty clutch one.
There have been a lot of 3 points, like we were talking about earlier. A lot of 3 points in this game.
Yeah. They're more willing to take them. I mean, when you think about it, you go up a couple of feet, you get a 2-pointer, you drop back. If you can shoot it, you might as well go for the 3. If you really think you're going to make it. It's more points.
Especially with this much of a lead.
And then you get the rebounds underneath like that. It resets the shot clock.
Oh.
And that one's good.
Yep.
That was from Lima.
With 25 seconds left on the clock for the second quarter.
Ashland 37, Dover-Sherborn 17. Ashland holding a comfortable 20-point lead. Tried to trap the Dover-Sherborn player, but Ashland was unable to do so. And it looks like no shots will go through before the half. With that, Ashland leads 37-17 going into halftime.
And we will be right back.
And we are back for the second half of action, again being brought to you by WACA-TV. I'm Todd Carter.
And I'm Allison Rose.
And you are watching Ashland High School Girls Varsity Basketball. Ashland taking on Dover-Sherborn in this thriller of a blowout.
I guess. Also, it is the last regulation game of the season.
Yes, it is.
As we've mentioned, Ashland girls have made it to the playoffs, but this is the last regular game.
Tis. Ashland up 37-17 as we get underway here. Dover-Sherborn going to inbound the ball first. And again, this game took place on February
16th.
2018.
It is currently February 20th, and we are recording this after the fact.
Yep, and not going to tell you the outcome of the game, but we will tell you that right now the Olympics are occurring in Pyeongchang.
They are. Everybody is busy watching that.
So we'll give you some little snippets of that in between the play-by-play action. Allison will be bringing you a lot of that info.
I am reporting from Pyeongchang.
As
Where I took a field trip.
Olivia Collins just got a point on the board for Dover-Sherborn. So Dover-Sherborn starting off strong in the second half of play, and Ashland managed to get the rebound off of the missed shot. Missed foul shot. Wow. I just had a brain fart there.
That's alright. It's alright. So as we mentioned before, this is the last of the regulation games. We will be doing our best to film the playoff games. However, we will be back the last week in March with spring sports.
Yep, spring sports season is coming up.
Very, very, very quickly. It is coming very fast.
I will be at almost every game. Yeah?
Yes.
Pretty much?
We have both boys and girls lacrosse, track, softball, baseball, tennis.
Yeah, that'll be interesting, is bringing you all tennis this year. I don't think we've done tennis in the past.
We have never done a tennis game before. If anybody's watching this and they know anything about any of these sports and are interested in announcing, please let us know. We are desperate for announcers for all sports. If not, you get Todd and I for every game.
Yeah.
And we don't know a lot about those sports, so we're just going to be making things up.
Specifically lacrosse. If anybody wants to help us with lacrosse, we would be more than happy to have you. As we prepare for Kira Flynn to go to the line, she'll get her first basket. She just had a steal and brought it to the net. Was unable to get the layup, but...
Oh, now we're looking at the ceiling. Ceiling cam.
Ceiling / scoreboard in the lower corner cam. Now you know the trick. So, yeah. One of the great things about basketball this season, as compared to previous seasons, something we haven't discussed much, but I'm gonna let the insider secrets out now.
Okay.
Is the portable studio. That has been tough to figure out, so sorry if there are some games where we were trying to figure the system out a little bit better, but I think towards the end of this season we have.
Yep.
That previous shot of the ceiling was not an example of that, but that's how you get the scoreboard in your lower right-hand corner.
Every season we try to use the portable studio for some kind of sport. Football, we used the portable studio for football in the fall. We are planning to do all of the lacrosse games with the portable studio. Obviously the whole basketball season was done this way. It just makes things a lot easier to film and a lot easier to edit, and we can get it out quicker to you guys.
Well, between that too, I think a lot of them tend to come out looking a lot better as well, because it's a lot easier to adjust everything, and then you can get, a lot more camera angles. Because if we're dealing with even 2 camera angles, it's going to take quite a while to edit. But in a game like this, I'm selecting from 3 or 4 camera angles, which is awesome, especially for the viewers at home.
Yeah, it gives you a lot of options. We get a better view into the game. Plus, it's faster. So instead of waiting a week we got the game out within a few days.
Yeah, becomes a lot easier. We still double check everything with it. It's still a process editing anything, but definitely much easier than going. Basically, we would have to go through the entire whole previous game and try and figure out. We'd have to match it up and then try and select it in.
I'm just gonna put in a little plug for us. Ashland Cable is now offering workshops and summer camps and learn how-to classes. So if you want to learn anything about television or podcasts or editing or movies, go visit us. Come visit us. Come talk to us. We offer a ton of things, and we have a lot of things going on, and I'm sure there's something that's going on that you would be interested in. If you want to learn how to come use this portable studio, come on down.
Yeah, I'd have to agree. Come on down. We'll try and teach you all the insider tricks and everything. Definitely with the portable studio, it's kind of an all hands on deck type deal with that.
On average, we get a crew of 5 to 6 people when we got a portable studio going on. Some games are a little less, some games... No, there's never a little more.
Yeah,
but
typically we try to cap it somewhere, and that would definitely be a cap, but...
definitely you need a minimum of 3 to 4 people to run this thing smoothly.
Yes, that is definitely the truth, because we've done it even with just 3, and that can be tough. We did it with there was one time where we had 4 people, and Connor and I were announcing, and I was switching during the game, which was quite interesting.
So please,
again,
we desperately need help.
Yeah, come on down. We will try and teach you everything there is to know. And also, as Allison was saying before, is the podcast rooms.
Yeah.
We are currently sitting in our podcast room right now, bringing you this game. So.
Yeah, it's grown a lot. If you haven't seen us since we were located in what was the old middle school, if you haven't seen us since then, or really only see us at town hall, we do a lot.
Yeah.
We've grown a lot. We got a full kitchen. We do a lot.
Speaking of doing a lot, Ashland now up 43. Dover-Sherborn just scored to bring them up to 20 points, but Ashland holding on to a 23-point lead right now. And we're about halfway through the third quarter of action. It's hard to say that this game isn't a blowout at this point when you're up by more than half.
Yeah.
But, I mean, Dover-Sherborn is still fighting here, but I would have to say the Ashland girls are fighting just as hard.
It's a very well-matched game.
You wouldn't know that the score is the way it is by the way these two teams are playing. They're both playing with full effort. Ashland just seems to be capitalizing a little bit more. Quite a bit
Ashland has
more.
gotten a lot of three-pointers, so I think that's definitely helped their score.
Yeah, and as you can see, Kayla Madden here driving the ball down court. She's a big reason why this team is in the position it is. She has been spectacular all season long, not just this season, but during her freshman campaign last year. She proved why she is an all-star, as she was just voted.
And we still have her for another 2 years.
Yeah, so a lot to look forward to.
Yes.
In the years to come. The only thing that I think you really need to talk about when it comes to some players leaving is next season we will be without Kira Flynn. And that'll be a big blow to Ashland. But it looks like they have enough young talent to step up. Ryan Lima has been fantastic. Kaylee Suro is really starting to come into her own. And then, of course, Kira Flynn's sister
Yeah.
is coming in.
Erin.
She wears the number 5. Yep, Erin Flynn. We've had her by the studio, too.
Yep.
She's a book writer.
Yeah. She's written
So-
a book.
Little interesting tidbit about Erin Flynn, who now has the ball, just as I said her name. So now driving down court is number 11 of the Raiders, Kate Mastrobuono. Drive underneath, I believe that was Allie Schulman, number 23. Aaron Flynn now taking it up. Pass outside. Lima with the shot. They're gonna... I don't know what the call was there. If it was a double dribble or
I'm not sure.
travel, maybe.
That's the hard part when you're filming things after, or you're recording after the fact.
Yeah. Not quite hearing what the refs are saying.
No, we only see what you guys see.
Never mind. It's hard to interpret some of their signals sometimes. Driving now. Ashland trying to put up more points and extend its lead. Dover-Sherborn having a little bit of a comeback. 4 unanswered points. And again, Ashland 43, Dover-Sherborn 20. Down to the last 2 minutes of the third quarter. And coming up in the fourth quarter, not only the fourth quarter action, but we're going to give you some little interesting facts about Pyeongchang, the
Yeah.
Olympics. Some little updates and things
Yep.
like that.
The Olympics are more than half over, but
Yeah, they end this Friday,
I think so.
which
Friday or
is the
Saturday.
That's the 23rd of February.
Yes.
As compared to what I said before, if you were listening earlier in the broadcast, I was thinking Monday the 23rd. That's really the 26th. That's when boys hockey has their playoff game.
We hope. It has not officially been announced, but the boys have made the playoffs or tournament or whatever hockey is called. We're just waiting to see who they're playing, when they're playing, and where they're playing. But we will.
The shot good from Ryan Lima. That'll put Ashland up 46-24. Ashland back above that 20-point lead mark. That's what you want to call it. And Sabrina Ryan tried to do the layup, unable to get it. Looks like
Sofia Federico, your favorite name,
Federico.
scored the point there.
Shot clock is still going. Still about 30 seconds left in the third quarter of action. Pass underneath. Kira Flynn driving down low. Unable at first to score.
Yeah, score is now 48-26. Back to the over 20-point lead.
The layup no good from number 21, Sofia Federico. Ball will go out of bounds. Still Dover-Sherborn ball. With about 8.5 seconds to go here in the third quarter of action.
No, I'm not sure what
Inbound
happened there.
Inbound was good. It looks like there may have been a foul. It was on number 12, Obim Agba.
Oh,
More out of bounds. Inbound from Haley Gladstone. Underneath, caught between the Ashland and Dover-Sherborn player. Ryan Lima was in on it, as was number 23, Allie Schulman of the Raiders. The inbound no good. We're going to have our last one, I believe, with
Hopefully.
half a second left. Haley Gladstone.
This has to be
sets
a record.
inbound. The shot
Not
no
good.
good anyways from Caitlin Murphy. It was close, though. May have counted if it had gone in.
Yep, score is 48-26, 1 quarter to go. And now we bring you some Olympic news. As of this morning, February 20th, which in Pyeongchang is the night of February 20th, Norway is in the lead with 11 gold medals. Germany also has 11 gold medals, but Norway has 10 silver while Germany has 7. Norway's total count is 29. Germany's total medal count is 23. Canada is in third with 19 medals overall. The United States has 12 medals overall, 5 gold, 3 silver, and 4 bronze. I believe tonight, Lindsey Vonn is hoping to get another medal for the United States. Hopefully it will be a gold. She's expecting this to be her last Olympics, I read last night. Yeah, but there has been a lot of interesting moments. Have you caught any of the Olympics?
I've been catching a lot of the stories, actually, of the Olympics. One of them is the Jamaican bobsled team. I'm trying to see the whole story. I'm looking it back up. But basically what happened was their coach, somebody asked their coach to leave. And the coach threatened that if they were going to be kicked out of the Olympics, or like the village, I think that's where they were kicking her out of. Basically, if she was to leave the Olympics, she was taking the bobsled with her, because it was the coach's bobsled, apparently. So, I think it was the big beer producer, like their big factory in Jamaica, decided when they heard that story that, you know, the coach was going to be kicked off, so they
Red
sent
Stripe. Red Stripe was the beer.
Red Stripe, okay. And they sent the Jamaican bobsled team a bobsled so that they could still participate.
Do you know if they've gone? If the Jamaican team has gone bobsledding yet?
I am not sure on that yet. I've caught a little bit of speed skating, and I've just caught odds and ends of the Olympics. It's on late at night.
I know.
I have a lot of 8:30 classes in the morning, so I tend not to catch a lot of it. Dover-Sherborn cutting Ashland's lead by 2. Only 2 points scored so far in the fourth quarter. Those 2 points came from Dover-Sherborn as they cut the lead. And they're looking to score again here. Just over the hands, though, of one of their players. And it'll be Ashland ball before getting knocked out of bounds.
So, as we were just talking about the bobsled story, the Jamaican team actually made their first run only a few hours ago.
Oh, wow.
Well, more than a few hours ago. It was last... Pyeongchang is in nighttime right now, so during the day for them, a few hours ago, while we were asleep, they made their first run.
Great fast break there. I believe that was number 11, Kate Mastrobuono, with the points for Dover-Sherborn there. Now Kayla Madden trying to set something up with Ashland. Dover-Sherborn comes away with the ball as Ashland's lead is cut to 18. 4 unanswered points by Dover-Sherborn in this half make that 6 unanswered points, bringing the lead down to 16 for Ashland. So plenty of time for a Dover-Sherborn comeback here. And they're well on their way. Ashland trying to figure something out and trying to stop this Dover-Sherborn team. Again, trying to come away with the win for better seeding, potentially.
Which hopefully we will know when they're playing, where they're playing, who they're playing against at the end of the week. with all the snowstorms and everything. Ashland is done, but there are a few schools that still have to tie up some loose ends, and I think it looks like they're tying them up this week, while a lot of people don't have class.
And I'll talk to the big bosses here at WACA, but maybe when we hear about that, maybe we can go live for that one on the channel, and we'll maybe talk about announcing that on Twitter and Facebook as well.
Yeah.
When we know more about everything.
And a little birdie has told me that Adams and McGann are very interested in if there's a girls' game in Ashland, announcing that girls' game. So you won't have to deal with Todd Mack.
Is that little birdie potentially Jim Adams himself?
Yes, it is.
Did he tweet at us?
He did. Little Twitter birdie.
He's got Twitter thumbs.
Yep. If you want to tweet us, you can tweet us at WACA-TV Ashland.
Of course, the one thing though with Jim Adams' Twitter that you can always find and look forward to are these snow day chats.
Which
So
hopefully we get some more of those. Even though it's almost 70 degrees outside. I'm not ready for it to be spring.
yeah, I'm not quite there yet either. I'm looking forward to like maybe one more snow day,
Like 5 or 6 more snow days.
like 5 or 6.
Yeah. Let's just snow for like a week straight.
Of course, we'll always try and go for maybe a couple of shots outdoors during those snow days. WACA will try and bring a camera out here and there after Jessica Groscher just missed her 2 foul shots. Ashland still with no points in this 4th quarter of action so far. We're about halfway through. And Dover-Sherborn slowly digging into that Ashland lead. Now 15 points is the difference.
Yep. Maybe they're finally making their comeback.
Kira Flynn inbounds it to Madden. Madden driving up court. Good use of the screen there. And Kira Flynn started driving in, lost her balance a little bit, just tried to throw it up. And now we have Dover-Sherborn with the ball. Ryan Lima ends up... I don't think she actually came away with the ball. Oh, looks like a little bit of a fast break here from Dover-Sherborn. Number 23, Allie Schulman had it. The shot was no good by Dover-Sherborn. Megan Galvani came away with it, and Kira Flynn is rejected as Ashland went down low. Again, trying to get the layup in their first points of the half, which they still don't have, but they may here as Ryan Lima, I believe, is going to the line.
Looks like it.
Yes, it is her. See, hers is a little easier to read because she has the ponytail. The hair's not quite over her numbers. For example, you can see Jessica Groscher on the left-hand side, number 4 for Ashland. She has her hair down, so most of the time when I say her number, it's only because I'm seeing the front part of her jersey.
Yeah. Nope, too far.
A little too far, yeah, from Madden. Madden having a good game as per the usual. But Megan Galvani, surprisingly, I think is going to be our player of the night.
Sure.
She has had a fantastic game so far. Really kind of a nitty-gritty type of player. She really works hard, especially on defense. She doesn't just sit back. most of these girls actually work very hard on defense, but Megan Galvani, you can see her. She'll drop to the floor to try and get the basketball.
We got 3.5 minutes left in the game.
Ashland up 50-33, 17-point lead as the shot is no good from Sofia Federico. Ashland now coming away with it. Jessica Groscher out to Galvani. Back underneath. Looks like that was Lima with the ball there. And the 2 points for Ashland.
Slowly getting that 20-point lead back.
19-point lead now. And a good drive there from Haley Gladstone. But unable to get past all those Ashland defenders. They kind of trapped her a little bit. So Ashland's now going to walk away with this ball. And Kira Flynn inbounds it to her sister Erin. So we'll have the Flynn sisters on the court here now, which will be interesting because they may have some chemistry from practicing at home.
Yeah. And probably spending their whole lives playing basketball together.
Yep. Again, Kira Flynn is a senior, and I believe Erin is a sophomore. I was right.
Yeah.
Look at that. That's a first. Driving now, Dover-Sherborn looking for points. Shot was no good. Some offensive rebounds, though, for Haley Gladstone, and I believe she'll be fouled. They're going to call that foul on number 23 of Ashland, Olivia Hess. She's a senior as well. Again, we had the girls' senior night here tonight, or the night this occurred. We said before that we're not there.
Nope.
We're in a studio after the fact. Actually, from this angle, you can almost see me in the back.
I can see you in the corner.
I was switching for this game. Looking at all the camera angles that you're seeing here today.
Also, as we mentioned, this is the last game in regular playing.
Yep, the regular season. Soon we'll be seeing some playoff action.
We're going to try to bring you as much of that as possible. Traveling around to various towns.
Ashland with a 2 there, bringing them up 54-34. And I just wanted to give a little shout out, especially after this basketball season. We would like to have any potential feedback from people.
Please.
Tell us if you like these games. Tell us maybe there's something we could do a little bit better. Something else you'd like to see regarding these games.
Any of the games, not just
basketball.
basketball.
Any of these games. Any sports games that we've done.
Yeah, this year we did a few new ones. We did alpine skiing and gymnastics, which we had never filmed before.
Yeah, so, I mean, definitely for basketball, we want to hear your input. But for anything else that we've done as well, you can email us at WACA-TV at
Ashland.
WACA-TV Ashland at gmail.com.
Yes. Yeah. And there is less than a minute left.
We're going to see, I believe that's Megan Galvani at the line. Yes, it is. Her first shot is no good.
I think is that the first time tonight Ashland has missed?
No, I think they've missed some other ones, but I think that might be Galvani's first miss tonight.
Well, with less than a minute left and a 20-point lead, I wouldn't be too worried.
Yeah. Galvani gets her second shot, and she will come out. Subbed out. Obim Agba seemed to have gotten the ball, but may have stepped on the line. And 45 seconds remain here. So again, any feedback is welcome. WACA-TV ashland@gmail.com. Feel free to email us any suggestions, things like that, ways to improve.
Or if you're interested in announcing one of the spring sports, we're doing both boys and girls lacrosse, tennis, softball, baseball, track, any of them.
All of the above.
Yep.
So yeah, feel free to email us about those. We could especially use some help with lacrosse. It is extremely hard to announce it if you don't know what's going on. I never played lacrosse before, so
And that's the game.
yeah. So that's the game. Ashland 55, Dover-Sherborn 34.
Yeah.
Yeah. So again, thank you all for watching. We hope to see you soon, get some feedback, hear from you.
And we will bring you the playoff games as they happen for both boys hockey and girls basketball.
So again, thank you very much for watching. You have been watching Ashland Girls Varsity Basketball on WACA-TV. Ashland walking away with a win here. I've been Todd Carter,
And I'm Allison Rose.
and we will see you next time.
Good night.